All right, guys, it's 3 weeks in, and we're already seeing a repeat of last year. You have Sean and I dominating up top. You have Daniel Davey trading away his entire team every week. You have Tim and Jim being mediocre. You have Marius being a communist. And you have Dan and Shane battling it out to see who sucks the worst. Good thing is, we have two new guys to shake it up a little bit. It's fantasy football with Cozy. Let's do this.
One day, Tim, Jim, Marius, and Sean invited Cozy bowling. And then they said, we like football, so would it be good if we could play fantasy? This is fantasy football with Cozy.
Layla, fantasy football, Layla, fantasy football, Layla.
Ah! Are you ready for fantasy football with Cozy? And now for a new segment called I'm Playing You. So F you. Nick, you look like Justin Bieber had a child with Gary Oldman. If these two guys were gay and they got it on, then the result would be you. This has been I'm Playing You. So you.
All right, I'm going to start off and give a quick assessment of each team in the league so far. Sean, good job defending your championship. Way to be. Cozy, that's right, I'm referring to myself in the third person. Good job continuing your domination. Tim, you probably think that you're getting screwed, but the reality is you just suck. Jim, good job making up for last year's draft by pulling off Josh Gordon in the last round. Too bad he's not going to benefit you until later in the year. Marius, really good job of balancing out your wins and losses so far and going back and forth. At the end of the year, I'm confident that you can pull off the communist way and go 7-7. Shane and Dan, I'm going to lump you guys together. Both of you guys had the opportunity to get a top 10 quarterback this week off the waiver wire. Both of you passed it up because both of you probably didn't check your team until this morning. Nick, I think you're underrated. Surprise of the league. You're brand new to fantasy football. Doing a pretty good job so far. Biage, I'm surprised. Your team sucks, but I have confidence in you that you can pull it out. And then Daniel Davey, excellent job proposing 32 trades so far 3 weeks into the season. I love getting text messages and having conversations with the rest of the league, making fun of all the trades that you're proposing them. Keep up the good work, bud.
All right, Layla, who's gonna do good this week? Tony Romo. Who else? Nice, Matt Forte. One more. Give me one more. Give me wide receiver, Layla. Hey, who's the wide receiver? You're thinking. Antonio Brown. Thanks, Layla.
All right, so we expanded the league to 10 teams, which means there's one more matchup each week. And if I did a detailed analysis of each matchup, it's probably going to be a long video. So I'm going to roll a little quicker through that segment. I'll start off with me and Nick. Nick, I thought you had me going into the week. I was a little worried. But thank you, Kirk Cousins, for laying an egg on Thursday night. I think I'm going to pull this one off. Tim, you got an easy one against Biage this week. Biage, you got to do something about that team to pick this up. Let's shake it up a little bit. Tim's pulling that one off. Not much to talk about. Jim versus Dan Medic. Jim, you heard fantasy football Layla. Matt Forte, great pickup. Expect big things out of him today. I think you're going to pull this one off. Shane versus Sean. I'm going to call this one my upset of the week. Shane, I think you're going to pull this one out. As you heard fantasy football Layla, Tony Romo is going to be a stud tonight. Sean, you're going to have a nice day out of Des Bryant. I think it's going to be an exciting day, but I think Shane's going to pull this one off somehow. Daniel versus Marius. Now, Marius, you're 2-1. You need to get that second loss so that you even out everything. So I see what you're doing with your lineup there. I completely understand why you screwed yourself. Daniel wins this week.